Record. All right, awesome. Well, welcome everybody to our Tuesday night team Zoom. I'm so excited to have everybody on. My name is Crystal Pearl. I am your Ambassador Diamond Upline, and I'm excited to have you guys on tonight for anybody who is brand new and just joining us for the first time. This is something that we do every single week. We meet together on Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Central, and this is really just our time to connect with each other, share ideas, business building tips, something for you to take with you into the following week to really apply to your business to help you grow your business. So we're super excited about the team Zoom tonight. I want to encourage you guys, if you have questions, write them down because we will open at the end for questions. As long as we have time, we always make a goal to keep these Zooms under an hour tops. So if you do have questions, write them down. And as soon as we open up at the end, go ahead and start asking your questions or put them in the chat box, because if we get a dead air, then we're just going to go ahead and end the Zoom and assume that nobody has questions. So I'm excited about the Zoom tonight because I was really thinking about what I wanted to talk to you guys about tonight. And tonight is something that is a little bit more simple. This is going to be great for anybody who is brand new, but it's also going to be great for people that have been in the business a while, because the goal is to always be growing and expanding your team. So what I'm going to be talking about tonight is how to really maximize your first 90 days in the business, and what you want to be, for those of you that have been in a while, what you want to be teaching your new distributors as they come on board. And for those of you that are brand new, like I said, this is going to give you an idea of what you want to be doing in those first 90 days to really get your business kick-started. So first and foremost, when you join your business, you want to start some sort of training. So we do have an online training academy. However, it is actually down right now. Next week, we have a big corporate event, Green Carpet's coming up, and I'm guessing they're going to be launching the brand new training. So I know there is a new training coming ASAP, which we're super excited about. But do you need help? Oh, Josh is on the men's Zoom tonight, so I just want to make sure he wasn't stuck. He doesn't get left on his own too often doing a Zoom. So, so like I was saying, we do have an online training academy through It Works. However, it is down right now. So for the time being, most of the uplines in the group have their own sort of training that they do, new distributor training that they can get you a link to. If not, I have one on my YouTube channel. It's also been posted in the Legacy Makers, but you want to make sure that you're getting a base training and really figuring out how to get this business started. So you want to start with that. And then the next thing you want to do is you want to start building excitement. So everybody's recommendation is a little different. I recommend that you do not announce that you joined It Works on the very first day that you joined. What I would recommend that you do instead is to build excitement. So I would put a post on your Facebook and say something as simple as, oh my gosh, so exciting, something huge in the works. Like something just very or oh my gosh, I can't believe what I just did. So excited. Something like that. So less is more. You want to build excitement. And the reason is because whenever you give somebody just a little bit, people are curious. So you're going to have people on your Facebook or on your social media, they're going to be saying, what did you do? What's going on? What's happening? All of that kind of good stuff. So now what's happening is you are creating a list of people that you are going to tell about your business, either that day or within the next 24 hours. So I would say do not, even on the Facebook in the comments, when people are like, oh my gosh, what do you have going on? Say something like, hey girl, super excited, I'll private message you. Or I'll shoot you an inbox, whatever it may be. Do not give it away on your Facebook, because you're going to create more and more excitement. More and more people are going to be asking, and this is going to be your opportunity that you can have a one-on-one private conversation with these people about what you're so excited about that you just joined this awesome company. So that's what I would recommend in your first 24 hours. Training, kind of get the base knowledge of everything, of what you need to know, and start creating excitement with a post like that. Okay, so day 2, you're going to go ahead and announce your business. So with this, I honestly, and I've shared this with a lot of the team before, but I really don't like to give my new distributors a script. And the main reason is because Facebook notices when you copy and paste something over and over again, when it's been the same words have been posted before. And when that happens, Facebook decides it's not as important because it's not an original post. So what I like to do is if I feel like they really need help, I will go ahead and write them something up, but I will make sure that it's different every single time. Usually what I'll do is I'll help them to kind of get it started. I'll say, here's like a little example, da 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 da, but go ahead and put your own spin on it, or go ahead and put your personality to this. And then I always recommend that they do a selfie with that post. So like an example would be, you know, oh my gosh, I'm so excited and I can't announce to the world that I've decided to join the It Works team. I started my own business and I couldn't be more thrilled. I've fallen absolutely in love with these products and I can't wait to help people feel healthier, have more energy, look younger, whatever you want to say with these products. And that's it. And you could do, you know, a post with your business builder kit or a post with your favorite product, whatever it may be. But basically, what you're going to be doing is creating a buzz. Can you guys still hear me okay? Thumbs up if you can hear me okay. Give me some feedback. Okay, good. It keeps saying weird, crazy things on my computer screen, so I don't know what's going on. I'm just going to ignore it. Okay, so that's what you want to do. So definitely for those of you who are sponsors, you have new people that you're bringing into the business, definitely give them ideas, because the reality is a lot of people just don't know what to post. They're not sure how much of their story they should tell. You know, some people are going to be really good at it. They've used Facebook a lot. They know how to tell a story on Facebook, and other people are like, I don't even know what to say. So help them out to create their initial post to announce their business. This is also going to be a great time that you can be encouraging them to private message people, text message people. And what I like to have new distributors do when they're just getting started is to do a message. I always encourage one-on-one messages. I never say to group message, because group messages are annoying. People don't like them. They can't stand them, and they're not personal. So I always encourage that you tell your new distributors to do personal messages. And I really like the voice message option on Facebook. If they like to do phone calls, they can certainly call different people in their network, people that they're close to, their warm market. Or you can text message if you want to. That works good too. But I really like the voice message because it makes it more personable. So what I recommend is they do something like this. Like it could be, hey, Amy, I just wanted to reach out to you and tell you a little bit about what I have going on. I wanted to reach out to you first because you've always been somebody who's just been somebody who's always supported me. You're always giving me encouragement. And I was just really excited to share with you that I just joined this company It Works. It's a health and wellness company, and I just wanted to see if I could send you a catalog so you could peek at it and see if there's any products on there that you might want to try, or if there's any products on there that you maybe can think of a referral for me for somebody who maybe would be interested in some of these things. Whatever it may be, you kind of word it however you want, but that's a really great way to just get feelers out there to kind of see maybe who is interested in this. And I like to leave it just, you know, if not, no big deal, but I just, you know, we work by word of mouth. So I just wanted to see if I could send you a catalog, or if it's somebody that you really don't think would have any interest, you know, hey, can I send you a couple catalogs that you can maybe put in your break room? Or, you know, whatever it may be. Don't be afraid to call in those favors, and this is going to help you to really get your business launched. So I always encourage people to do that. Another thing is, if new distributors are really set that they're going to build this business on social media, which a lot of us are nowadays, but they're busy, their plan is to work this thing on social media, make sure that when you're getting your new distributors started, you're really giving them just some basic do's and don'ts. Because the number one thing I see with new distributors is they get so excited about their business that they put all of these spammy posts out there. They go out and they just friend everybody under the sun that they don't even know, and then they get put in Facebook jail. You know, there's just some real basic things that they do because they don't know any better. So make sure you're giving them some basic do's and don'ts. You know, making sure that the posts that they're putting are original posts, that they're not copy and pasting. They're more using people's wording as an idea, as inspiration on posts that they're creating on their own, that they're staying away from non-compliant before and afters. You know, a lot of times they just don't know these types of things, or they're posting things that just look really spammy like a billboard. You know, give them some good do's and don'ts, because here's the deal. When people get started, a lot of times they just don't know. So if you can take the time to just say, here's some real basic things that you can do to start, now they're going to feel like they're supported. You know, there's a difference between just being an enroller and sponsoring somebody. And our goal is to really help our team to get off on a strong foot. So really give them some basic do's and don'ts, especially if they're going to be building on social media. Help them to get a little win. So what I always do is I really like to use the product tester posts when you first get started. So I'll encourage somebody to, and sometimes it's on their initial post, but for sure in that first month, I'm encouraging to post different products like, hey, I'm so excited about my new journey with It Works. I have heard just unbelievable things about this product, or if it's a product that they've already used, I have seen the most amazing results. Let's just say the wraps, because a lot of people have tried the wraps, obviously. I have seen the most amazing results with these wraps, and I can't wait for you to try them and to start building my portfolio. For the first 5 people who message me, I'm going to let you be a product tester. You're going to get the products at my wholesale cost for participating, you know, something like that. So creating that buzz, like I only have 5 spots for my portfolio and I'm looking for 5 people. These spots will go fast for this specific product. You know, when you're first getting started, that's a great thing to do, because you really are looking to build personal testimonies with your network. So use that to your advantage. Because I'm just getting started and I'm looking to build my portfolio, I want 5 people to give me a testimony on this product. You'll get my wholesale pricing. All I ask in return is for a product testimony after you've used it for 90 days or 3 months, however you like to word it, 12 weeks, however you like to word it. And then of course they're going to get them signed up as a loyal customer. Now, what I like to do is, because a lot of times what I found is new distributors, their biggest mistake is they throw up on people. They give them way too much information. They answer questions that they aren't being asked. Is I always tell them, you know, when we're talking about strategy, here are the posts to be kind of put out there. I tell them, when you get a bite, send me over what they're asking you, and I'm going to help you with the responses. And I'm going to help you with the responses until you feel comfortable doing it. And I tell them, because a lot of times the new distributor's big mistake is they just give way too much information, or they don't even answer the question because they're stressed and they don't know how to answer the question, whatever it may be. So I tell them to send those to me, and I help them write up responses, because for me personally, you know, I figured out a lot of what works. You know, I've been doing this business for 7 years, so I know how to quickly respond to people. I know the things that I've sent out that just didn't sound right, ones that work better than others, and I want them to be able to use my experience to their advantage. And so I really try to have a conversation about that. So I really try to create that relationship right off the bat, that they feel comfortable doing that with me, especially for the first week or 2 until they get comfortable with sending those responses themselves, which will happen very quickly because they can save their responses in their notes. They can see the feedback they're getting, but that really helps to train them in. So that's something that I do that works really well. So my goal is, again, to help them get a small win, because people just want to see a win. They want to see that this is going to work for them. So help them to get that first win, and that's going to help them be much more successful. All right, the next thing is we want to make sure that we're launching our distributors. I just came from a new distributor launch. Brittany, I didn't see if she was on, but we just launched her business, and it was awesome. You know, she had a couple people there. We did it very last minute, and it was so awesome. So I always recommend, even if you are not going to do parties, you don't think that you're going to be a party person, still do a live Facebook launch party, because it's going to be your opportunity that your sponsor is going to come in, or for those of you that are bringing new distributors in, you can tell them, this is my opportunity to come in, show you how to talk to people, how to answer questions, so on and so forth. And what I'm really coaching new distributors to do is that hey, this is not a big ordeal. This is going to be very laid back. What I want you to do is I want you to get some people in front of me, and they're going to be guinea pigs, and tell them that. If you tell them if they don't want to buy anything, then that's totally cool. Just tell them, I just need people in the room so I can get trained in for my new business. It's going to be no pressure. If you decide you want something, great. But really what I'm looking for is just some people who I love that support me, that can sit in the room so I can get trained in. And what works so well with that is that you will have a lot of people that come there with no intentions of necessarily buying anything, but by the end of the presentation, they're excited and they're becoming loyal customers to support their friend. And because they heard something, a lot of times they just don't understand. They think we're just a wrap. So when we can get in front of them and talk to them about some of their goals, it works really well. There was a gal that was at the launch party tonight, and she thought she knew what she was coming to, and she had no idea. She thought we were like waist trainers and shapewear. And so by the end of the party, she was so excited. There were so many different things that she wanted to try. And so she came there not necessarily planning on buying anything. She just came there to be supportive. And by the end, she was very excited and very excited to try some of our products. So those live launch parties are huge. And I definitely recommend if your sponsor's close to you and you can do that live launch party, do it. If they're not close to you, still do a live launch party and just have your sponsor Zoom in, or if you have FaceTime, they can FaceTime in, whatever it may be. If you're not comfortable doing the presentation, or if you are comfortable doing the presentation, you don't necessarily need your sponsor there. We can tell you exactly what to do at a launch party. So they're very easy. So live launch party, and then also a Facebook launch party. Get one of those scheduled within your first month as well, because the reality is a lot of our Facebooks are big, and a lot of our Facebooks aren't just local people. So by having a Facebook party, this gives you the opportunity that you can now reach some of those people that aren't local, or even, there's some people that just don't want to come to a live party because they think they're going to be pressured into buying something, or they don't like parties, or whatever it may be. So definitely make sure you're doing that Facebook launch as well, because it's just going to give you a different opportunity. Okay, so you want to be doing that. I talked a little bit about messaging and texting people, so I have that on my checklist. I told you what I'm doing with that. All right, the next thing is we want to help our new distributors to start building their network. So it's important to remember that we are in a network marketing business, and one of the most common things that I hear from people when they're debating getting started is, I just don't have a lot of friends, or a lot of my friends have already heard about these products, or whatever it may be, they're worried about their network. So we want to teach them how to network. This is a network marketing company. The reality is that your warm market does not have to be totally excited about you joining this business or about these products. When I started, the majority of my warm market wanted nothing to do with it. They thought I was absolutely crazy. So I had to learn very quickly how to network if I wanted this to work. And for me, the majority of my first distributors and my first customers were people that I had no idea who they were before I started this business. And so we want to really teach them how to build their network. So we're going to give them ideas. For some of us, it's important to remember that we know what we know now, and we think it's common sense because we've been doing it for a little while. So we think, okay, grow your network. Think of who you know. But sometimes new people coming in, they don't know how to grow their network, or they're worried, like, who should I be friending? Who should I be finding to grow my network? Or, you don't teach them how to do it. So they go on a Facebook group and just start adding every single person to that Facebook group, and then they get kicked out, or they get flagged and get put in Facebook jail. So we want to teach them how to grow their network the right way. A real easy way to do this with brand new people, tell them, pull out old yearbooks, start looking through and thinking of people that you went to high school with, that you went to elementary school with, people that you went to college with. Think of past places that you worked. Think of different connections you have, people that maybe go to the same church, or people that are in different groups that you might be involved in. If your kids are in preschool or elementary school or whatever it may be, think of the other moms that that you could connect with on Facebook that you're maybe not already connected to. And then friends in common, that's a huge one. Tell them to think about, who do you know that's maybe local to you, that's social, knows everybody. Who do you know on your friends list that you think that you might have a lot of friends in common? what you're going to do is you're going to tell them, go to their friends list. And I always say, make sure they are not It Works people, because we do not want to be friending other people's networks. But like, for me, an example, you know, and I still do this today and I still get people off of it. You know, I'll go to like my sister-in-law's friends page and I'll look at her friends list, people she's friends with, and anybody who has 10 or more friends in common, I will friend request them. So that is different ways that I'm growing my business and growing my network every single day. Another great thing to do is, you know, Facebook groups. Go in Facebook groups. Start having conversations with people. Once you've had a little bit of dialogue back and forth, at that point, go ahead and friend them and connect with them, different things like that. So we just really want to teach them how to be growing their network. My goal personally is I want to be getting 20 new friends on Facebook every single day. And I'm trying to add at least 100 people on Instagram every single day. So you want to make sure that you're teaching people the right way to do that so that they can be continuing to grow their network, to get new bites, and to start planting seeds. If you're not growing your network every single day, your business is dying. So for those of you too that are on this Zoom, that you've been in the business a while and maybe your business isn't growing, you know, are you growing your network every single day? Have you gotten the habit of doing that? You know, like I said, my goal is 20 people at least on Facebook every single day. I won't go over 30, so 20 to 30, 30 is max, otherwise you might start getting flagged. So I try to stick to 20. And then, you know, like I said, my 100 on Instagram, those are my personal goals every single day. And I'll be honest with you, there's times that I'm really good at it and I'm staying on and I make sure that I do it every single day. And then there'll be days that I'm like, dang, I haven't added anybody for a couple days. But then I get back in the swing of doing it. You need to make that your goal every single day to be growing your network, because if you're not, then your business is not going to continue to grow. So you need to make sure that you're always expanding your network. So we want to teach our new distributors how to do that. Okay, the next thing that we want to advise them to do is start building a personal testimony. You have to be excited about these products in order to share these products. Being passionate about the products is one of the #1 things that are so important in this business, is having a passion for the products and being excited about the products. So, you know, I heard it said last year, and it made so much sense to me, that if you're in a spot where you're thinking, I can't afford to use the products, I'm telling you right now, you can't afford not to use the products, because they are going to be what helps you to be successful in this business. So if you're at a point where money's a little tight, start small. You know, there's wraps that come in your kit. There's defining gel that comes in your kit. Start using products, you know, start with the wraps. Do a wrap. Fall in love with the wraps and share your experience with the wrap. Start using some of the defining gel, different things like that. And then as you start selling wraps, think of another product you're going to use. You know, Fat Fighters, that's one that's really inexpensive. Greens is our second best selling product. It is my favorite product in the entire line. It will completely change your life. It's really inexpensive as well. So that is a great product to start using, but start building your testimony. Start with 1 or 2 products that you want to really experience, you want to commit to, and just start sharing your excitement about those products. I kind of talked about looking for product models. That's huge in your first 90 days, because you have the advantage of saying you're just getting your business started and you're building your portfolio. I still use that all the time. Almost 7 years later, I'm always expanding my portfolio, because I'm always looking for new testimonies. But especially in your first 90 days, you have that great excuse that you're just getting your feet wet and you're just starting to build testimonies for 90-day challenges or whatever it may be. And, you know, don't be afraid to reach out to people too that you're comfortable with, and just saying, like, you know, you've always been there to help me and support me, and you've always breathed life into my dreams. You know, use whatever wording is good for you. But don't be afraid to say something like, would you be willing to look at my catalog and see if there's any products that you might be interested in, and just give them a try. I'll be able to get them for you at my wholesale price for 90 days. Give them a try and let me know. Give me a little feedback. Let me know how you're feeling after 90 days. At the end of 90 days, if it's just not for you, I will never bother you about it ever again. I will never ask you to try a product ever again. But I'm just getting my feet wet with this company. I'm just getting my testimonies built up. It would mean the world to me if you would just try a product for me. Most of us have 4 people that would be willing to do that for us, and that's going to help you to get your 4 initial customers. So don't be afraid to reach out. You know, think about, your mom, your grandma, anybody, we call it our chicken noodle soup list is what I've heard a lot of people call it. So think about those people. This is who you're going to ask. So if you were sick and in bed, who would bring you chicken noodle soup? Okay. These are the first few people that you're going to ask this question to when you're building your business. Okay. So another thing that I have on here is, and I had to make a checklist because I get off track and I go on tangents. So make sure that you're excited. We always say that ignorance on fire is better than knowledge on ice. So don't feel like you need to know everything to get started in this business. And for people who are already distributors that are bringing in new distributors, make sure they know that. You're better off being excited and just letting people see you excited. And if you don't know the answer, saying, I don't know the answer to that, but I'm going to find out for you and I'm going to get right back to you, than them not sharing because they're afraid that they don't know the answers. All of the answers that they would ever need, we have. If you are new in this company, I just want to encourage you that just get out there and share your excitement, because if you get asked a question and you don't know the answer to it, you can pull out your phone, you can post in Legacy Makers, and I guarantee you within a couple minutes, somebody will have the answer for you if your sponsor is not available. So don't ever be afraid to not share because you don't know the answer. Because your excitement, your passion, people are going to be drawn to that and they're going to want to know more because of your excitement. So stay super, super excited in your first 90 days. You don't need to know everything. You're going to learn it as you go. You just need to be excited and you need to share that excitement because it's contagious and people want to know why you're so excited. Okay, so you want to make a goal for yourself in your first 90 days. And us as sponsors, we want to make sure that we're helping our new distributors reach their goals. It's important for everybody to remember, not everybody is coming into this business because they want to be a millionaire. Not everybody is starting this business because they want to quit their job. Realistically, some people are joining this business because they see the friendships that we make. They see the connections we make. They see the personal development journeys we go on. So make sure that you're talking to your new people and you're seeing what do they want to get out of this, because our job is to help them to reach their goals. So find out what they want and then help them to go in that direction. Okay, and for those of you that are new, think about, what do you want out of this business? What is your goal in your first 90 days? What is your goal in your first year? And then even make a 5-year goal. What's your 5-year goal with this thing? Figure that out. And then be realistic with your schedule. What amount of time do you have to put into this to reach that goal? And I like to find out people's schedule because here's the deal. If I have a new distributor who's starting and joins today, and they say, I want to make $5,000 a month and I want to make it in 2 months. And they ask me if that's possible. Yes, it's possible. But then if I say, how much time are you willing to put into this business? And they tell me I have 2 extra hours a week or even 2 extra hours a day, the reality is that's not going to happen. It's just not. It's not going to happen with that amount of time. Now, if you're telling me that you can put, 8 to 10 hours a day into this and you're going to work your butt off, you're not going to watch TV, you're not going to do anything but it works, learn how to do this, push hard, and you want to make $5,000 a month in the next 2 months, yes, that is possible. If you are willing to truly put the work in and truly have the drive to make that happen, yes, it is possible. But it's important that we are honest with them with what they're looking to go after and what they can do with the time that they have. Because you need to remember, the truth is good enough. We don't need to sugarcoat anything in this business. We want to give them realistic expectations. So have that conversation with people. If you're looking to make an extra $500 a month now, you want to be making that in 2 to 3 months. And you have an extra 2 hours a day to do that, yes, I can help you to do that. I can teach you how to do that. That's a realistic goal. So figure out what your goal is and then set a schedule for yourself. This is a real business. So what is your schedule going to be? What are you committed to doing? If you just leave this business to chance, it's not going to work out. You want to commit. You want to make the choice and be intentional with your time and what you're doing with your time if you want to make this thing a real success. So make sure that you're doing that. For me, I have daily goals in my business. So every single day, what I do, and I talk about this all the time, but what I do is I create a 6 list every single day. So I write down the 6 top things that I want to accomplish in my day. Usually it's mostly all business related, but sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's just personal things that I need to get done. But within there, I also have a spot that says, do your daily musts. So my daily musts for me, something that I do every single day is I am making sure that I'm growing my network every single day. So like I said, every single day, at least 20 new people on Facebook, 100 on Instagram. So I'm growing every single day. I'm doing at least 4 posts a day. I'm posting at least once about my business every single day. So these are my daily musts. And sometimes my business post could just be me using the products, or me talking about how I love this opportunity, or me posting about how I'm with some of my It Works team, my It Works family, and what we're experiencing and what we're doing. But I have some sort of post that has It Works in it. And then I'm making sure that I'm developing myself daily. Every single day, I'm doing something to grow my mind, because your business will not ever grow higher than where you're at in your personal development. So you need to grow if you want your business to grow. You need to grow if you want your life to grow. If you want to go to new heights, you have to grow. So make sure that you're doing something with personal development every single day. When you're brand new, it could be just learning how to be good at network marketing, how to network, how to step out of your comfort zone, whatever it may be. And then as you grow your business, maybe it's more leadership development, whatever it may be. But make sure you're doing your personal development every single day. And with new distributors, give them some guidance, tell them different things that have really helped you when you first started your business. For me personally, I loved learning about the industry. So one of my first books that I dove into, GoPro is a great one. The Compound Effect is another great one. Beach Money, The 4-Year Career, just solid books about network marketing and what we have our hands on, because it built my belief in the industry and it made me understand what I had my hands on. So those are some things I started with. And then it went on to, as I started growing my team, leadership books. So different things like that, YouTube videos, all that kind of stuff. And then my last daily must is follow-up. So every single day, who can I follow up with that was maybe interested in a product, or has been liking my posts, or was interested in the opportunity, whatever it may be. So every single day, I make a goal that I'm getting in some sort of follow-up every single day. So those are my daily musts. Let's see where we're at with time. Okay, we're doing okay. All right, so I have just a couple more things on my list, then we'll open up for questions. Again, these are things to really just focus on in your first 90 days. Okay, so the next thing you want to know is you want to know your story. People are going to ask you why you got started in It Works. People are going to ask you what this It Works thing is all about. My kiddos are coming up the steps. I hear them right now being super loud, so we'll see if they're see you guys. Go in the other room, okay? I'm going to be done in just a few minutes. I'll come help you, okay? Sorry, guys. I'll be down in just a minute, okay? All right. So you want to know your story, because the worst thing that can happen is somebody says, what's this It Works thing is about, or why did you join? And you are like, you just don't know. So we talked a little bit about this at our last team meeting for those of you that are local. So what you want to do is when you're talking about your story, and I'll go into this maybe tomorrow, I'll go on and I'll do a live video to go into this a little bit more, but you want to know, the first thing to tell your story is you want to know your past or your current situation. So where you're at. So it could be, I'm a stay-at-home mom, or I'm a hairstylist, or I used to be a hairstylist, whatever it may be. And then you're going to talk about your struggle. So the next thing is going to be your struggle. Why did you decide to join this business? So for me, I love doing hair, but when I was pregnant with my daughters and I got put on bed rest and couldn't make any money, I realized that this is a very physical job. If you can't physically stand behind the chair, you cannot make money. And so that was a problem. And I didn't, so that was my obstacle. So it's going to be different for everybody else. It could be, if you're a stay-at-home mom, it could be, being a stay-at-home mom has been one of the most fulfilling jobs that I've ever had in my entire life. It's all I wanted to do is to raise my babies. But unfortunately, it doesn't pay the bills like I would like it to. So I was looking for an opportunity that would help me to bring in a little bit of extra money while still being able to be home with my babies. It's going to be different for every single person, but the second part is your obstacle. The third thing is what you found. So how you found this opportunity, how you came across it, and what you're excited about. And then the fourth thing is going to be what the future looks like. So, I joined this company and I found that I've been able to build the most amazing relationships. It's helped me to make that extra income that I've been wanting to make. Or if it hasn't yet, if you're brand new and you haven't even made any money yet, I found the opportunity that's going to help us to make that extra income that we're looking for and what the future looks like for you. So like I said, I'll go into that a little bit more. I'll do a Facebook Live tomorrow and kind of give you some more examples and talk about that a little bit more. But you want to know your story. You want to know why you got started and what you're going to say when somebody says, hey, what is this It Works thing? Or, hey, how'd you get started in that? What's that all about? You want to know your story. So practice it. Write it down. Find the words that are comfortable with you and find it, try to get it to a 30-second to a minute story. So a short, sweet, powerful story. Okay. Don't feel like you can't experiment. When you're just getting started with this, experiment, try different things, try a wrap party, try social media, try an expo if you want to try an expo, experiment with different things, find out what you like. I know for me personally, when I joined this business, I thought I will never do a party. I never want to do a party. I'm not a party person. I ended up falling in love with parties. I love parties. They're so much fun. And I love getting out and connecting with people, which for me, I'm an introvert. And so that was something that was really surprising to me. But don't be afraid to get out there, experiment, try different things. Try different things with your wording. See what works for you and what doesn't. And then just go ahead and figure out what works, what doesn't, and then put more of what works into your business. So don't be afraid to try different things. It's important to remember in this business, everybody's journey is going to be so different. You might come into this and it might not grow as fast as you were hoping or you were expecting, or you might come into this and it might just explode like crazy and you never could have imagined what was going to happen. But you need to remember, everybody's background's different. Some people come into this with a network that is excited. They've been networking because of their profession, what they've already done, or a hobby that they have. Some people come into this with absolutely no network and they've never done anything like this before. Everybody's journey is going to be a little different. Expect that, be okay with it, and just find the fun in the journey. Plug in, make sure that you're connecting with our team. You're on Legacy Makers. Be active in that page. Share your wins with us. Share what you're excited about. If something is working really great for you, share it with the group, because we really are a family. I know it sounds so cheesy, but we really are a family and we want to celebrate your wins. We're excited for you. And that's what's going to really help you to grow in this business. If you're having a great day, there's somebody that needs to see that. There's somebody that needs to see your excitement. If you're having a rough day, then, you need to go and plug into the page and get excited off of somebody else's excitement. Excitement is contagious. So plug into our team page, plug into the weekly Zooms, the things like with this that we do. Get to a corporate event. Plan to get to a corporate event over the next year. That is the very best thing you can do for your business. It will absolutely change your life getting to a corporate event. There's calls every single week. So make sure you're plugging in and then taking what you learn and putting it to action. So you're not just taking it in and not doing anything with it. Make sure that you're taking it in and actually going out there and building your business and putting the action in to help you change your life. And then the last thing I have on here is make sure you're having fun. This business is so much fun. Nobody wants another job. So if this business feels like work to you, then you need to go out and you need to start having some fun. You need to make some friends. You need to do more things that you enjoy in the business and just have fun and show your networks. And social media is such a great platform for that. show your networks the fun that you're having in this journey, because it is contagious. And there's so many people out there that just aren't having fun, and they're definitely not having fun and making money at the same time. So we have something so special. So show that. If this, like I said, if this feels like a job to you, if this feels like something that's a lot of work that you dread doing, then you're not doing the right things and your business isn't going to grow. So find out what you can have fun with in this business. Find out what fills you up and what you're passionate about and what you're excited about, and then do more of that, and your business will grow and your network will grow and they'll be drawn to you. So that is what I have for some key tips to really focus on in your first 90 days. So like I said, I know for some of you that's, maybe a little bit of review, but I think it's something that's always good that we're talking about, because the goal is for our teams to be constantly growing and for new people to be coming in. And sometimes we just get out of the routine of really how to get a new person started. So I wanted to share with you some key tips on what I do. So we're going to go ahead and open for questions. So if anybody has a question, you can put it in the chat, or you can unmute yourself, hit the little microphone and unmute yourself and ask your question.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. I have always just done Facebook. I mean, I got on Facebook when it first came out. So I never did the Instagram or the Snapchat. And so I signed up for them after I became a distributor, because doing these Zooms and stuff telling me to do it. So I do that. I can't figure out these damn things. I can't figure them out. I can't figure out the Snapchat. I can't figure out this Instagram. I get that I can add people, but I don't understand how to use them. Where do I go to get the, Instagram for Dummies, the tutorials on how to use these things? Because I'm watching the, Johnny Jumpman telling me about how to grow these, and him and his girlfriend have 100,000 followers. I can't even figure out how to use your storybook thing. How do you do this?
Well, it's important to remember, social media is always changing, always. So I'm just going to tell you, as soon as you've got it down, they're going to be adding a new feature and you're going to be like, what the hell is this? It's constantly evolving. But what I would recommend is just, focus on, first of all, what's working for you. So for me, my main stream of income and business is Facebook. And so a lot of people right now are really focusing on Instagram because, their businesses are exploding on it. I am starting to do more on Instagram, but I'm focusing on Facebook because that's where the majority of my network is coming from, and that's what's working for me. So the reason I want to say that is because if Facebook's working for you, don't feel like, oh my gosh, I'm so stressed out. I need to figure out how to do Instagram, and I need to figure out how to do Snapchat. And you spend so much time trying to figure it out that you stop growing on Facebook, and now you're not doing anything because you're doing something that you don't get, you don't like. So, do the thing that's working for you first, and then start to grow the other platforms. Instagram is a great one because it's, can you guys still hear me? It looks like it froze. Am I still good?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Everybody's picture just froze. Yes. So I'm like, can you guys hear me? Okay. So go on YouTube. It works, and Instagram. Cami Dempsey just did a great Instagram. It's just a social media training, a Zoom training a couple weeks ago. So go to Cami Dempsey's page. Jade Hooper, Jocelyn Yates. There's so many people who have YouTube videos that talk about how to grow your It Works business on Instagram. Snapchat, I'm not a huge Snapchatter. I kind of just do it for fun, but I don't know that I've ever actually gotten any business out of it. So that one I'm not sure of. But again, YouTube is your best friend. There's so many people that go on there and share what's working for them. And so I just go on and I just learn from other people that are tearing it up on these different platforms.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Anybody else that has a question? Going once, going twice. All right, guys. Well, then I'm going to go ahead and end the Zoom. Thank you guys so much for being on. Next week is up in the air if we are going to have a team Zoom or not, because we're going to green carpet, which we're super, super excited about. But I will keep you guys posted on that. If we do not see you next week, we will see you the following week after green carpet. So everybody have an awesome week, and we'll see you on the team page. Good night, everybody.